hit the coldest. I ain't changed, I stay the same and maintain it. Safe to say the kid getting older. Forever gang, I'm never switching over. Made a lane and niggas can't get over. I can't mess with rappers, they be bogus. Rather get the pack and keep it open. Big dripper stand up in the ocean. Everybody trapping, we get lost. He ain't 4P, but he ain't got motion. Made a half a ticket out promotion. Shout out Switch and Sweet and keep me rolling. But if we get the out, we gotta smoke. Ride around with Drake, like we OVO. I got some rats and I want smoke. Still got them cats in the hood, call it give and go. Keep a nigga, man, bitch in the figure four. Let me fuck when I want, I just come and go. Man, these rackets too deep for these skinny clothes. I might put me in some picture boat. They look bro, hit this nigga start getting low. I spent time on the roots on the Lambo and didn't even know how to move them motherfuckers go. On my birthday, I just wanna lift the dough. Got it, but don't play with me, period. You just follow behind in years. In the rookie, I feel like a tourist. I'm the one from the bottom who sold out my partner. The promise to drive the period. Oh, he ain't know. I fuck with lines and I'm gonna bust. You can't put on it.
Whoop. Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
Hey, what's good, y'all? It's DGE, Dolphin Gang Entertainment. It's your boy DG, and we back with another video. And today, we gonna be going over all the NFL plays, picks, parlays, all that, man. We got all that coming to y'all. First things first, y'all go check out the website, dgmerchandise.com. I got my own jacket on right now. The Lakers game, it's right here. So y'all go purchase y'all jackets. We got Dolphin Gang as well. We got Golden State. I got more teams coming too. We got NBA and NFL. All that in the store, man. So please, y'all go check out the site. Please go check it out. Shout out to my boy Chef Jew. What's good, OGDG and everyone? How y'all doing tonight? Check your posts. Hey, I'm not gonna check mine because we're going up against the Buffalo Bills tomorrow. I'm not gonna check mine, man. I can't. Subscribe, like, share, donate, help the channel grow, please, and thank you. You heard my boy Chef. You heard him. Shout out to my boy CB. Yo, what's good? What's good, CB? Appreciate you for pulling up on me. We got some picks for y'all, man. We got some picks. Hey, I don't know about that pick that Dan gave you yesterday, but I'm gonna try to figure it out to see if it will be that much. 17 up before the half. I don't know about that. Let me make a quick call real quick. My homeboy was supposed to pull up on me so he could hop on the live. Let me see. Quick call. First things first, we're going to go over the injuries, the injury report for every player. We're going to check that out to see. Y'all go check out the Fantasy Headliners. Y'all go subscribe to their channel. He's not picking up. I guess he's going to join. He got the link. But we're going to check out the injuries, and then from there, we're going to make our game picks after that. So y'all stay tuned. Maybe after the picks, I'll go check out some Dolphin stuff in regards to anything new that came out. I just got to see. But let's get straight into this.
Headliner Nation, it's your boy the Doc, and we are back for the Week 9 injury update show. Can't believe we're already over halfway through the NFL regular season. We've got a lot of injuries to talk about. You guys know the deal. Each and every week, I, an actual doctor, go through the entire NFL slate, tell you about all the injuries that you need to know about for your fantasy teams. So let's jump into it. All right, guys, just like I've told you before, these are just projections. It's what I think is going to happen based on the information that I have as of recording. Sometimes we get new information on Friday and Saturday. I try to believe that information in the pinned comment of this video down below. We do have two teams on bye, the Steelers and the 49ers this week, so we're not going to talk about them. And we're going to go quickly through Thursday night football here. Texans at the Jets. Texans did have a big injury last week.
We
Stephon
already went to
Diggs
this game.
has a confirmed ACL tear. He is done for the year. That I have been watching for the last hour or two prior to recording this. So hopefully you guys started them this week. All right, heading into the early Sunday slate, we got Cowboys at the Falcons. Cowboys still have some key defenders missing this game.
Hey, Cowboys 2 main defenders. The 2 top DBs, Deron Bland, Trayvon Diggs, they're out. They're out. Micah Parsons, they're out. So take Falcons for everything. Take Falcons for everything. So with this game, I got the Falcons.
Probably their 3 best defensive players, if we're being honest, but they've been out for a few weeks now, so nothing really new to talk about there. As for the Falcons, they don't really have any injuries to talk about, so we're going straight to the Broncos at the Ravens. Broncos, no major fantasy relevant injuries to speak on, but the Ravens do have quarterback Lamar Jackson missing back-to-back practices to start the week. The team has said he's just getting some rest. They're calling this a knee/back issue. I think he's just banged up. I'm not really reading much into this unless he doesn't practice on Friday. Still think very, very likely that he will be playing in this game. I'm not really concerned at all for Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Moving on to the Dolphins at the Bills. Tons of players on the injury report for both of these teams, but it's the wide receivers.
Dang, so we're going to have Amari Cooper in and Keon Coleman. That's going to be a tough one.
That we're focusing on. Dolphins have 17 players on the report, but wide receiver Tyreek Hill, probably the one that we're the most concerned about. He was initially listed as missing Wednesday's practice just for rest. Not really concerned. Dudes are allowed to rest. Not worried about that. But then on Thursday, the team added a foot issue. Couldn't really find much in terms of what this could be. I don't really think it's anything to be too worried about, but anytime we're talking about a wide receiver and a foot issue, my ears perk up just a little bit. Then we've got the Bills. They've got 19.
And Tyreek, he always straight. He's always straight. Every time they mention him in the IR, he always good.
On their injury report, but wide receiver Amari Cooper is the one that I'm the most concerned about. He's got a wrist injury, really bad second game after a pretty promising first game for the Bills. He was originally not supposed to practice on Wednesday after hurting his wrist in the game this week, but he did get a limited practice in, so better than they expected. Probably a good sign for his prognosis for the week. He's really a boom or bust player until we see him work his way into this offense.
But I wouldn't put him on your player props. I wouldn't do that because wrist, you're a receiver, so it might affect him in reverse to what he gets receiving wise. You know, Tyreek Hill, I don't know. We played the Buffalo Bills before, and it ain't really end up too pretty. It didn't. So we got to see what happens with Tyreek.
That's a little bit more. I'm not really trusting him in my fantasy lineups unless I absolutely have to. Still think Khalil Shakir is the wide receiver that you want for the Bills. Next one up is Saints at the Panthers. Not really a game I'm very excited to watch, but the Saints are excited to have quarterback Derek Carr come back from his oblique strain. He's missed the last 3 weeks. This is the first time we've seen him practicing since he injured his oblique about a month ago. Again, on pace to return this week in what is really a must-win game for both of these teams if they want even a sliver of a chance to make the playoffs. Don't think either team is going to be able to make it based on their current records, but the Saints have more riding on this game than the Panthers because I think they do kind of want to win.
Yeah.
Don't really know if the Panthers are trying to win much anymore, but they do have running back Jonathan Brooks possibly coming back from his ACL tear. He's gotten back-to-back full practices this week. Looks like he should be able to return. Not really excited to throw him into my regular lineups, but it is exciting for dynasty owners that
Chuba and him, they're both good. So I don't know what to do in regards to Jonathan Brooks. I got to see him 1 week before I pick him up.
Drafted him in rookie drafts, and we'll see how he looks coming back in his first action as an NFL player after injuring his ACL in college last year. Quarterback Andy Dalton has a thumb sprain, but the team has already decided that they want to start Bryce Young going forward. Again, maybe this is just so they can get a better draft pick. I do think Bryce Young probably gives them a better chance to not win any more games the rest of this season. So we'll see if that's what they're choosing to do here. And then wide receiver Xavier Legette coming with a toe injury. It's going to be a game time decision. Not really much to go off of because this was a midweek downgrade in practice. It's probably nothing. He did practice in a limited capacity, but Friday's practice will tell us more. He should be operating as the team's best wide receiver going forward. after they traded Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, he should get all the
Moving
targets.
on to the Raiders at the Bengals. Raiders have quite a few guys on the report, but I do expect the major names to play in this game, so we're not going to spend much time talking about them.
T. Higgins out. Y'all check out Mike Gesicki. He got a lot of targets last week, so Mike Gesicki he might snap. He might snap. But with this game, I give it to the Bengals. Bengals got to win this one. Even Joe Burrow, he said this one's a must win. A must win, man.
But the Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins is dealing with a quad strain that he picked up in practice last Friday. Don't love it when guys get hurt on Fridays. Again, record this usually Thursday night, so I missed this one. Hopefully you picked up the news that he was injured in practice and not expected to play. Zach Taylor said that he's day-to-day, but I'm not really expecting him to play this week. Has not practiced yet this week. This is kind of where we're at with Higgins as a player at this point. He's just not really somebody that I can trust week to week to be healthy. Next game, we got Chargers at the Browns. 31 players on the injury report between these two teams. Chargers wide receiver Quentin Johnson does look like he's on track to return this week, so they're going to have more options in the pass-catching game. Ladd McConkey looked like he was going to be the wide receiver to own going forward after his big game last week, though, so we'll see if that continues.
But I don't know what he's going to do against this defense. I don't know. This is a solid defense. Even though they're going to be missing JOK and Denzel Ward, I don't know. Maybe you might be able to pick up Ladd McConkey because Marion Emerson and Newsome, they're good cornerbacks, but they could be had. Like, you can get a few catches on them boys, for real.
Now that Quentin Johnson is back in the fold. As for the Browns, tight end David Njoku missed practice on Thursday. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this was scheduled rest for Njoku. He missed 3 games with an ankle injury earlier in the year. Practiced on Wednesday, wasn't even really on the report on Wednesday, and then DNP'd on Thursday. So you don't love to see that. But again, I think this is just scheduled rest for Njoku. As for the rest of the Browns, a couple defensive players that I don't expect to play in this game, but I do think that we'll see Jerome Ford come back in some capacity. We'll see if that affects Nick Chubb moving forward.
It probably will.
Moving on, we got Commanders at the Giants. Commanders quarterback
Tracy out? No, I think he's playing.
Jaden Daniels coming off that rib contusion, proved his toughness in college, was going to be able to carry over in the NFL. Remember, he played at LSU with broken ribs, now playing in the NFL with what I believe is not broken ribs, but is a pretty serious rib contusion. Probably put up one of the most electric plays of the season last week with his Hail Mary pass to win the game. Love to see that he is able to play and still produce, even though he's dealing with the rib injury. I'd expect him to keep playing. As for the Giants, they've got 15 players on the report, but Tyrone Tracy coming back out of the game with a concussion last week. I do think that there's a good chance that he won't be able to play in this game. They played on Monday. You hate to see that for a concussion. Rarely do we see players come back in just 1 week, and we almost never see them come back.
Tyrone Tracy, he's playing. I think the head coach said that, so it's going to be Tyrone Tracy and then the backup Devin Singletary. I think Devin Singletary is still the starter, but Tyrone Tracy, he been getting a lot of the share in regards to carries, a lot of the share. So I think he'll go over 80, probably 80. I don't know.
In 6 days. So expect that Devin Singletary, who I really kind of crapped on last week, not going to lie, don't like Devin Singletary, don't think he's very good at football. Just prepare for him to have a solid 45 yards on 18 carries this week. Last game of the early slate, we got Patriots at the Titans in a game that I am definitely not watching a second of. Patriots have 16 players on the report, but none of them missed practice fully on Thursday, so that's good at least, even though they've got a lot of guys injured. None of them are totally missing practice. Quarterback Drake May, though, dealing with a concussion, has been practicing in a limited capacity. He's in concussion protocol. Again, rare for players to come back in just 1 week, but it looks like he's on track to possibly do that. I'm leaving this as a game time decision because concussions can change kind of on a dime based on symptoms, but 2 limited practices to start the week, encouraging sign for Drake May. As for the Titans, Tony Pollard has a foot injury. I'm going to say it's a game time decision. I couldn't find an injury when watching film to indicate this is anything serious. Everything we've heard from reports are that he is expected to play in this game. So why is he missing practices? My guess is he may be on the trade block with
Oh
the
wow,
deadline looming coming up next week. So we'll see if Tony Pollard is a big name that gets moved before the trade
it is
deadline.
possible.
They also have a few guys expected
Tony Pollard, he not a bell cow running back. He not. He not, man. He should get traded back to the Cowboys, maybe.
to miss this game on the defensive side of the
Maybe.
ball, but nobody that I really think is super fantasy relevant. So we're going to head straight into the midday slate. All right, first game up on the midday slate. We got Bears at the Cardinals. Bears have a couple defensive backs that have been missing games. Expect them to continue to miss games. They also have a couple offensive linemen that are expected to miss this game. Braxton Jones, who's their starting left tackle, left the game early with a knee injury, and then his backup came in. He has a calf injury now. I don't expect either one to play. So Bears are hurting on the offensive line side of the ball. We'll see if the Cardinals can capitalize on that. As for the Cardinals, they don't really have any injuries to talk about. So we're going straight to the Jaguars at the Eagles. Jaguars running back Travis Etienne.
That should be a good game for Kyler Murray. With him, Trey McBride, and all that. Maybe Marvin Harrison gets a touchdown. Maybe.
After a few weeks without Etienne and his hamstring strain, it looks like the Jags are going to have a decision to make on if they will trust him carrying the ball forward. They have been trusting mostly Tank Bigsby to carry that load while he was gone. We'll see if Travis Etienne can get some work, especially with Tank Bigsby dealing with an ankle injury. He's not at 100%. We'll see. He's been kind of up and down. He's had some good games, had some bad games. So we'll see what the split looks like now that Travis Etienne is back in the fold. As for Brian Thomas Jr., he's dealing with a rib cartilage injury. He doesn't have a rib fracture, but cartilage injuries can be painful. And so it's mostly a pain management issue. Can he manage the pain? If he can play through, he's going to be able to play, but we're not really going to know much about this until hopefully Sunday morning, maybe Saturday. So keep an eye out on
Either way, I think the Eagles win. Either way.
Brian Thomas Jr.
Either
news.
way.
See if he is officially in or out for this game. And then wide receiver Christian Kirk has a fractured collarbone. He is done for the year. So they're really hoping that Brian Thomas Jr. is able to play in this game. As for the Eagles, tight end Dallas Goedert still dealing with the hamstring strain. Don't expect him to play this week. Moving on, we got Lions at the Packers. Lions quarterback Jared Goff has an ankle injury. He tweaked his ankle in practice, but was able to practice in full on Thursday. He should be fine. As for the Packers, running back Josh Jacobs dealing with an ankle sprain. He's coming off one of his best games as a Packer, but picked up the ankle injury at some point in that game last week. He's still expected to play this week, and I don't really have a problem starting him based on volume. And then the Packers also dealing with a quarterback issue. Jordan Love has a groin injury that caused him to miss a good chunk of last week's game. We'll see what happens with this. They said,
but Jordan Love, he playing this game. This is an important game for them boys right here. Important game. So Jordan Love, he gonna be playing. Jared Goff, he's the only person questionable. He on the list, but he gonna be playing too. So this is gonna be a big time game.
it's not as bad as they thought it was based on the MRI, but he's going to be a game time decision. I think there's a good chance that he could even miss this game, even though it did look like he wasn't as hurt as they thought he maybe was when this injury first came out. The last game of the mid-Sunday slate, we got Rams at the Seahawks. Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua has a knee injury again. He's going to be a game time decision, just when it looked like we were going to be able to throw him back into lineups. Really disappointing to see Puka Nacua get hurt in practice.
He good, y'all. He gonna be playing. He good. I think he got like a little mishap at practice. That's probably what happened, but he gonna be straight. He playing.
On Thursday,
DK,
it's the same
I don't
knee that cost him most of the season thus far. And
like,
the team had
at the same time, the Seahawks need DK to win this game. They need him. But since he's not playing, I do think the Rams could win this one.
said that it's minor, but it just reminds me of how volatile this situation is with Puka Nacua. When we've got a PCL injury like this, there's some instability there. There's always a chance that he could aggravate it again and again and again. So Puka Nacua, now a game time decision for this week. I think it's more likely that he misses this week, but I don't think this is as bad of an injury as what he had to start the season. I guess that's better than nothing. It's just really disappointing because he's one of those guys that you want to be able to throw in your lineup. It's been a big draft capital cost on him. You just hate to see him not be able to play in these games because of the same injury over and over and over again. As for the Seahawks, they've got 18 players on the injury report, and DK Metcalf is the one I think most people are concerned about. He's got an MCL sprain. I don't expect him to be back this week. He was supposed to practice on Thursday, ultimately could not practice. Not a good sign for him being able to play on Sunday. Seahawks have lost 4 of their last 5 games. They are desperate to right the ship. I just think they're going to do it without DK Metcalf this week. And I think the Rams could easily steal this game from the Seahawks and really start to take control of this division as a whole. The Rams, sneaky playoff potential right now based on how they're playing. If they can get everybody back healthy, they're just a tough out. They're a tough team to beat. The offense is going to score points, and we'll see if they can pick up a win against the Seahawks this week with them being so banged up right now across the board. All right, and finally, we've got our marquee games of the week, Sunday Night Football. Colts at the Vikings. Colts don't really have anybody I want to talk about right
now. And they tried ATR on this one. Tried them.
Right now, but Vikings tight end TJ Hawkinson is expected to finally make his return. Good to see him back practicing in full this week. I think he's ready to go. With how bad tight end is and the fact that you've probably held TJ Hawkinson up to this point, I don't hate throwing him into your lineups. We'll see what happens. We'll see how much he's involved. Working with a new quarterback, we'll see if he can get a solid target share in his first week back. I'm not expecting like groundbreaking things, but the tight end position's so bad. It's just good to have another option on your team. And hopefully if you drafted him, you are going to be able to start him in his first week back, because I think it's just good to root for guys coming back from injury. And then finally, we got Monday Night Football, Buccaneers at the Chiefs. Bucs wide receiver Mike Evans, again, expected to miss multiple weeks with his hamstring injury. He's out for this game. Bucky Irving, though, missed most of the practices last week. Technically a DNP on walkthrough on Thursday, but I'd expect him to be able to play this week. Despite missing some practice time, he still led the team.
But against the Chiefs, I wouldn't do it. The best defense in the whole NFL. Best
in touches out of the backfield last week. And then the Chiefs have a couple guys on offense that I think are going to be able to play and not play. I think Kareem Hunt is fine. He's limited in practice with a quad injury, but he should be able to play. I've not heard really anything about Isaiah Pacheco yet. We'll see if maybe we get an update next week. There's a possibility that he could return as soon as week 10, but I haven't heard anything about him making enough progress to actually be able to play anytime soon. So just keep that in mind if you're waiting on him to come back. Could be a while before you see Isaiah Pacheco. And then wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster, with a hamstring strain. I don't expect him to be able to play this week as this hamstring injury has lingered for a few weeks.
So look out for D-Hop, Justin Watson, Noah Gray. Those guys should be getting targets. Xavier Worthy too.
Weeks now, and he's not practicing yet. All right, guys, that's it for this week's injury show. If you like the show, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It's free. It helps us out a ton. If you want to become a member of our exclusive Discord, hit the join button down below. Become a member of Headliner Nation. It's the best way to get a hold of us throughout the week. Answer as many questions as we can over there as well. It's a great community. We don't let any jerks in there. So hit the join button. Become a member of the best community in all of fantasy football. I want to thank our sponsors, Underdog. Use the code Headliners when you sign up and get up to $1,000.
That's it for this video. He gave us the injury report for all the games. So now we gotta go through the games to see which ones that we could go for, and the same game parlays as well. Let me see here. Hold on real quick, y'all. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta wait for my homeboy to pull up so we can go over the picks. I'm gonna be right back, y'all. I think I see somebody in the comments. Hey, what's good? The Back It Up Binge podcast. Hey, what's good? Appreciate you for pulling up on me. Appreciate it. Let me call my homeboy one more time, y'all. One more time. Yo. Yeah, how long till you hop on?
Give me like 2 minutes, bro. I was running right now. I'm still almost.
Yeah, I'm about to go over the picks. Yeah, I'm about to go over the picks. So
How long you need me on the line? 'Cause I might have to call my girl.
it's just to go over the game, the picks. Yeah, that's it. Mm.
I be on it for when we doing these stuff. I be wondering like how long does he want me on? Like other podcasts, like I don't know. Sometimes they, people like they had their own special guests where like they ask them open the questions and stuff. They're like people like me, it ain't like that. I ain't no special guests.
Mm.
If you just want to do it like a news thing where like I have my own.
But remember, I'm on live right now. You saying everything, bro? I'm on live.
Oh.
Oh man. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you got the link. Just let me know, man. Huh?
I was gonna say we could have done it right now. Shoot, you need my base to do it. What's good on YouTube?
Man, this guy tripping, man. Hold on, y'all. I need some help on a few picks for my poll, DG. Looking to your expertise. Okay. What poll in regards to the games? My pick'ems. Just let me know. All right, I don't know if y'all can hear him. We just gonna do it on the phone like this. That's what he want to do.
Yeah, man. What is good? DDG, man. It's Big Money Badger, man. I'm pouring live on the phone, man.
You got ridiculous, man. Okay, so I'm gonna go over the game, and then you gonna let me know who you think after I go over the game. Okay.
Say less.
Okay. So first game we got here is the Cowboys versus the Falcons. Let me zoom in real quick.
I like Falcons.
You like the Falcons?
Yeah, man. They going good so far. So lately, Cowboys, they might come with a win too, but I feel like that's Prescott. He's gonna fold underneath that Atlanta pressure. They're the way him.
You broke off. What you said?
I said, is it a?
No, I think it's in ATL. I believe so. Yeah, it's away. You said what? No, this guy got no signal. All right, let me just go over these picks, man. Hello?
Yeah, I said, what's Atlanta's record?
They 4-3.
Dallas, what's Dallas record?
They 3-4.
Okay, yeah, Atlanta's winning that.
Yeah.
Sure.
So with this game, like I just told y'all, Cowboys they not gonna have Trayvon Diggs, Deron Bland, and Michael Parsons. So that's an advantage for the Falcons. And this is a home game as well. Kirk Cousins, it seems like he's more comfortable with his weapons. Drake London, Kyle Pitts, he took off last week against the Buccaneers. I think with Darnell Mooney, I think he should be able to do something this game as well. He probably going to score. I like this over 51.5. I think both teams are going over this amount in regards to the total points. I think they're going over this amount. Dak Prescott, I like him over 275 passing yards. CD Lamb, I like him over. I don't think over 100. He could go over 100, but I don't know. I wouldn't bet that. Bijan over 70 rushing yards. I do like that one as well. So I would take that Dak Prescott over on passing and that Bijan over on 70 rushing yards. But I do think the Falcons win this one fair and square easily. They're saying that a touchdown will be scored in every quarter. So this is going to be a high scoring game right here. A high scoring game. So I got the Falcons on that one. Next game, Jaguars versus Eagles. What you thinking?
Eagles for sure. That's a giveaway.
Eagles. Why you like the Eagles?
And it's not even that. I just know how bad the Jaguars are. But the Eagles been like, doing their thing. They a little better team. They always been a better team these past couple of years. So I mean, you never know. NFL, you can win any given Sunday. But from what I've been seeing from Jaguars, it's looking kind of slow. So I think Eagles gonna come out with the win for that. I like Eagles.
Okay. Yeah, I do like the Eagles as well. Eagles, they coming in with full strength. Makai, what is it? Makai Becton, the starting left guard. He just got elevated. I think he's gonna be playing this game, so they're gonna have the full healthy O line except for Mulata. But Fred Johnson came in at right tackle for the Eagles, and he played actually well. So the Eagles O line, I don't have no worries about that since they lost Mulata. They do have Saquon, they do have AJ Brown, they do have um Devontae Smith as well. Dallas Goddard, he's out for this game, but their tight ends that they have behind them, they should be able to do something. They have Grant Calisent or something like that. I forgot his name, but he should get a few catches. They got Devontae Smith under 56.5 receiving yards. This is a close one, but I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one, but I would take the Eagles money line, of course, most definitely. Jaguars total under 17.5 points. This all depends if Brian Roberts, not Brian Robinson, Brian Thomas Jr., the rookie receiver, if he plays, then I would take this for the over. But if he doesn't play, then I'll take this for the under. Christian Kirk, he got hurt. Evan Ingram, he should get a lot of yards this game, a lot of yards. So I know Trevor Lawrence going to throw it to him. The Eagles linebackers, they're not that good at coverage. So I think Evan Ingram, he has the better hand in regards to being a receiving tight end. Uh, Jaguars, Eagles over under 45.5 points. I do like this slate, but I don't like underestimating any team, so I won't ever take the under. I don't, but very rarely I would. Very rarely. So money chose Eagles. I chose Eagles. Next game I got. Hold on, real quick.
Who Dolphins play?
Who the Dolphins play?
Yeah.
The Dolphin plays the Bills. Hold on, we get into that game real quick.
I'm about to say I already know how that gonna turn out.
I don't even want to talk about that game.
Yeah, I already know it.
Let me go back on this. They loading up.
Who that you don't like with on the time? I seen on Instagram.
That's my boy CB.
CB, where he from?
Tampa.
Tampa? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What, he's a Bucks fan or he's a Dolphin fan too?
Dolphin fan.
Type shit.
All right. Next game we got Broncos versus the Ravens.
That's a good game.
Broncos. Yeah.
But I mean, I would figure Broncos might win, but who knows, bro? I think Ravens, they're a good team. Always been a good team with Lamar there, but Lamar, he could be beat.
Yeah, he could be beat. Lamar, he ain't practiced this week, so I don't know how Lamar's feeling for this game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We seen bad teams go into Baltimore and beat the Ravens. They both 5-3. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So you're not sure Lamar playing?
He is playing, but he might not be 100%.
Oh. Okay.
He might not. Let me see here.
I don't know. I have to take Denver. I'll take Denver. I don't know. And I don't even know how Denver is right now. I just know they, like you said, they ain't got the Lamar Jackson. And he be losing games against decent teams.
But I think he got it for this game. I don't think the Broncos got that much talent to beat Lamar. They're a good team, but I don't think they got enough firepower to beat Lamar, in my honest opinion. I don't know. Broncos, they only got Troy Franklin. Um, who else they got? They got Cortland Sutton. The Broncos, they do allow a lot. Not the Broncos, the Ravens. They allow a lot of passing yards whenever they go up against. Yeah, I don't know what's up with their defense allowing this much yards through the air. They rank 32 in the whole NFL, 32 in passing yards. So I do like Denver in regards to passing the ball. So you could take Cortland Sutton for yards or receptions. You could take Bo Nix for passing yards, passing touchdowns. I do like him for this game against the Ravens. I don't know how the Ravens 32nd in this, but rush yards, look, they don't allow nothing. They first. So they are a weird defense. A weird defense. They just gotta fix whatever's going on with the DBs. The DBs are not stopping anything at this moment. Nothing at all. Um so yeah, I do like the Ravens in this game. Next game I got Chargers versus the Browns. What you think about that one?
Who play Browns?
Chargers.
Chargers.
Yeah.
Harris is Michael Jeff. That's what they got right
They just got Jameis Winston back. He looked good last week going up against the Ravens. And this is a weaker team compared to the Ravens, and I was putting up numbers against the Ravens. I don't care if the Ravens passing defense is bad. Um, I just think that they're gonna be able to do it against the Chargers. Chargers don't got better talent than the Ravens, and you seen what the Cleveland Browns were able to do against the Ravens. So I do think the Browns got this one against the Chargers. They got this one, but hey, Justin Herbert, he could save the day for the Chargers. He could save the day, and he could put up a lot of passing yards against this Cleveland defense. But Denzel Ward, he's out, so that could be the thing in regards to um, Lad McConkey. Who's another receiver that the Chargers have? Quentin Johnston. He got ruled in. He was questionable, but he's in for this game. So Justin Herbert, he's gonna have all his weapons. The only weapon he's not gonna have is Jerry Rice's son, who got ruled out for this game. But he hasn't been doing anything anyway. So they're gonna use Darius. Yeah,
I forgot his son is like NFL player now. Him and Marvin Harrison. So.
yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr. That game coming up real soon. We're gonna talk about that one. But with this game, I do like the Browns. I'm not even gonna lie, like their last 10 games that they met up, the Browns are 2-8 against the Chargers. So they barely win against the Chargers. So I do like the Browns. Even though the Chargers have a better record against the Browns, I just think this year the Browns gonna have it with Jameis Winston the way he playing, and the Chargers they don't really got that much people on defense. They got Khalil Mack, they got Joey Bosa, but they don't really got DBs. All they got is Asante Samuel. You remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah, Asante Samuel from the crib. So that's all they really have. So I do like the Browns in this one. Don't get me wrong. The Chargers, they maybe who knows? It might be a miracle, but we gotta see. We gotta see. Next game, we got the Raiders versus the Bengals. What you thinking?
Who the Bengals? Who?
Raiders versus Bengals.
Oh. I will give it to the Bengals, but I will hope Raiders do good. I mean, they always been like a decent team on it though.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think Cincinnati is a better team from what I've been seeing.
Mm-hmm. This game at Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're right. That means something. Home field advantage. That means something.
Mm-hmm. So I do like the Bengals in this one. Let me see the rankings real quick. Offense. So the Raiders rank 23rd in rushing defense. That's their weakness. And points scored. Uh, the Bengals, they're not a good rushing team, so you could expect a lot of passing in this game. Even though the Raiders are ranked 8th in regards to passing yards, you could expect a lot of passing from this team. I think the Bengals are a higher ranked passing team than the Raiders being a higher ranked, run not a run defense, pass defense team. So I do think the Bengals gonna put up points. They got Chase Brown, they got Jamar Chase, he should ball out. T. Higgins got rolled out, so that's bad news right there. But we're gonna see what the boys do about that. But overall, I do think the Bengals win this one, fair and square, easily, easily. Record against the Bengals. The Bengals are 6-4 against the Raiders the last 10 games. Last 10 games. So it's kind of like a even Steven type of matchup right here. But I think the Bengals gonna have this one and end up being 7-4. Uh Next game, this one's gonna be an easy one. We don't even have to discuss this one if you don't want to. We got the Dolphins versus the Bills. What you thinking?
I'm trying to think.
You gotta think about the Dolphins versus the Bills.
Ooh. I mean, because I'm trying to say, I know the Bills gonna win, but I'm trying to think who's gonna perform. I mean, like I said, Coop there, so it's a home. In that sense, it's a home game for him.
Mm-hmm.
So he gonna do something. At this point, yeah, you're right. The Dolphins gonna lose this game, but you talking about over? Ain't no over with these boys.
Mm-hmm.
It's under everything, under Tua, under I don't know, because this is like their second time playing this year.
Yeah, this is their second time. The first time Tua got hurt that game.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, wow, already.
Yeah.
that boy got hurt one game, sat out a couple games, come back the same team right in your face.
Shit's crazy, bro. For real.
You can't escape his nightmares.
Yeah, it's
right
wild.
back, boy. Nah, but he hurt himself in that joint. They ain't even gonna come at him like that. I don't know. If someone's good at like trash talking, they would definitely bring that up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, you right here, boy. You came right back, boy. But nah, I ain't gonna lie. Who knows, bro? Tua might throw a touchdown or two. Because this is like one of those things where, like, when you're familiar with the offense and defense, you tend to make a couple more plays,
Last game against the Buffalo Bills, Tua threw 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. And he even played a full game. He threw 3 interceptions. So I already know what this game gonna be like. I don't want to get too deep into this and waste my time. The Bills rank. They don't really have a high ranked defense, but we don't really have a high ranked offense as well. We 32nd in regards to points scored in the whole NFL, and our head coach is supposed to be our offensive guru, and we rank that low. So that is an issue right there. That's a fireable offense right there. Buffalo Bills, they 5 in regards to points scored. Buffalo Bills, they don't have Tyreek Hill. They don't have Jalen Waddle. They don't have Devon A-Chain. They don't have the weapons that we got, but them boys still scoring points. So either or, it just seems like the Bills will be that team that wins this game. We don't have Zach Sealer playing. Javon Holland is not playing. The Bills, they're a healthier team. On top of that, they got more talent with Coop over there, Amari Cooper. So I just think this is a Buffalo Bills game, fair and square, easy like that. Next game we got is the Titans versus the Patriots. What you thinking?
Repeat that.
Titans versus the Patriots.
Titans. What you mean? What team?
Titans versus the Patriots.
Oh, Titans. I think tight ends.
No.
I haven't followed neither team, so I really wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't figure the Patriots. I only seen Patriots a little bit this year.
All right.
Titans, I haven't really followed them at all. I don't even know. Dang. Yeah, I haven't followed them at all.
With this game, Patriots, they're a division rival, but I would have to go with the Patriots just because Drake May seems like he will be playing this game. Drake May didn't look too bad against the competition that he went up against. So it does seem like he will be able to go out there and he will be able to perform against the Titans defense, who do not have L'Jarius Sneed on defense. So that could be a good plus for them. On top of that, Tennessee, they have Mason Rudolph playing. Calvin Ridley, I think he's limited at practice. I don't trust their weapons. Tony Pollard, it seems like he's good to go, but at the same time, he's the only other running back. Tajay Spears, he's injured. Titans should have never let go of Derrick Henry. They will be in a whole different situation right now if they still had Derrick Henry. Whole different situation. So I like the Titans over the New England Patriots. No, not nah. I'm tripping. The Patriots over the Titans. I like that right there. And you said based off what I said, what you think? Titans or Patriots?
I'm still going Patriots. I'm
Okay.
going Patriots. I'm
Yeah.
going Patriots, bro. I feel like they're the better team just in general. They always make it to the playoffs some way. But what's their record right now?
Patriots 2-6. Both teams
I
two
ain't
and
gonna
six.
lie. Wow. So they both, yeah, that's why I don't follow them. They both trash.
Yeah.
But the way so there's like very, very small chance of them making the playoffs this year, actually.
Hmm.
Even though there's still a lot of games left, that's a crazy thing.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna go Patriots, bro. In a time like this,
Yeah, I'm picking
Dang it.
Patriots.
yeah.
Yeah, I might make a slip. I might make a slip with this. I'm liking the picks for this week. They seem a little simple. With this pick, we got New Orleans versus Carolina. What you thinking?
Lord, there's another two teams that are like not doing good. You said New Orleans and who?
New Orleans versus Carolina. Panthers versus Saints.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carolina. I have to go with New Orleans, I guess. I know they have some good running backs,
Hmm.
and I guess Tyron Matthew's still there. I guess.
Hmm. I mean, with this game, I don't even gotta look at the rankings because the Carolina Panthers are trash regardless. Trash. On this team, they allow the most points to every NFL team in the whole NFL. The most points. So I do think the Saints will be putting up fireworks this game. Chris Olave, he's back for this game, and Derek Carr. So that's a good sign for the Saints. Alvin Kamara, it seems like he's healthy. The backups, Jamal Williams and Condre Miller, they're both injured. So it's going to be Alvin Kamara's show pretty much. And on top of that, their O line, but Trevor Penning, he been playing fine. Fuaga, he been playing good on the O line, the tackles. The interior still needs some work, but for the most part, they are able to hold up. And Derek Carr, he can get the ball out of his hands quick, very, very quick. So I do like the Saints in this one. Even though it's in Carolina, there's a chance that Carolina could win just because of Marshawn Lattimore, their best cornerback for the Saints, not being available. He's currently injured. So who's gonna guard Xavier Leggett? Who's gonna guard Jalen Coker? Who will guard them boys? But they don't really have nobody over here to guard them. Nobody. The record for this game, the last 10 games is 7-3. New Orleans has the lead. So based off history, New Orleans will win this game. But it's a home game in Carolina. They do have talent. I'm not even gonna lie. Their O line, they'll be missing their right tackle, I believe. No, the left tackle from NC State. So that could be a weak spot for them. But if the O line is able to hold up, Bryce Young could get the ball to Coker, to Xavier Leggett. Some good could happen this game. Some good could happen, and Panthers, they might be able to sneak one out, especially since it's home. So I could give an argument for both teams. This is a hard one right here, but I would say the Saints. I like the Saints in this one just because of the defense of the Panthers. The offense, they could score points, but can the defense hold it down for them? That's the main question. But I don't think they could do that. I don't think they could do that. But an easy prop pick from this game is Alvin Kamara touchdown anytime. Anytime he will score. He will score. Next game, Commanders versus Giants. How you feel about this one?
I like Commanders. Bro, did you watch last week's game? Bro, I watched that game live. It's crazy I'm talking to you now about that. Bro.
Yeah.
I never got to tell no one. Bro, I watched that live. I was watching it. I was on the phone with my mom. I'm like, yo, I'm looking at the game. This is like Heisman versus Heisman, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So it was already a shootout. So I'm like, dang, all right. So the USC Heisman gonna win, but I'm seeing this dude drop back and getting all the time in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And he been doing good all game. So it's like, bruh, I'm like, this dude, he got the confidence already. Like, he running around. Like, he know what he doing.
You talking about Jaden Daniels?
Yeah, Commanders quarterback.
Yeah.
I was like, yo. And then I seen it. I knew what was going to happen. It was like, because someone like me, us as a ball player, you know what to do. Like, if you don't want to jump in a jump ball, just stand behind everybody and try to catch the tip.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so easy. It was like, what? The dude didn't even have to do nothing. It was like, just catch the tip. He knew not to jump for the ball. Just let them boys fight for the ball in the air, and nobody gonna catch it. But you gotta be aware for the tip. And that shit then it fell right in his hands. I was like, yep. So with that being said, they just came off that type of win. Yeah, they whooping them boys.
Yeah, pure luck. Pure luck, but
pure luck. They were winning, bro. They were going back and forth all game last week, bro. It was like they've been doing good all week. Even though the quarterback got hurt a little bit, it don't matter. They're doing good this season. They don't do good. So yeah, Giants. Well, how the Giants been doing? I followed them, but I stopped following them once Saquon left. So.
The Giants, they've been on and off, to be real. They could keep it close if they really want to. They got enough talent to keep it close, to be honest. So the Giants, I wouldn't doubt them. Like, I would be scared to pick for this game. I'd be scared, but I would have to take. The Giants, they missing their best old lineman. If they had their best old lineman, I would take the Giants, but they don't. So I gotta take the Commanders in this one. And I just feel like the Commanders will score more points than the Giants this game. In regards to rankings, the Giants, they rank 31st in regards to scoring points. They score more points than the Dolphins. That's what they do. But Washington, they're number 3 in regards to scoring points. They're pretty much top 10 in everything in regards to offense. So this is gonna be a hard team to go up against for the Giants defense. Wait, hold on. Now I'm on the defense. Okay. Giants, they 6th in passing yards, 23rd in rushing yards. So I do think the Commanders could be trying to run the ball against this team, possibly. So watch out for Jaden Daniels to run. Brian Robinson Jr., it seemed like he gonna be out for this game. So I don't expect him to run too much. So with this game, I gotta go with the Commanders. I do want to go with the Giants, but if they had Andrew Thomas, I would go with the Giants. I would. But they don't. They don't. Next game, Cardinals versus the Bears. Which one are you picking?
The Cardinals and Bears?
Yeah.
That's a good game.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Cardinals. Arizona's probably got the better team.
You said Cardinals?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I guess we have a disagreement now. You said what?
I'm about to say the Steelers, but they already played, I think, ain't it?
Yeah, they're on a bye week right now.
Okay, yeah.
They're on a bye week, but with this game, I would choose the Bears, to be honest. Even though it's in Arizona, I do think the Bears will win this. Caleb Williams, he didn't really have a good game last week. The Cardinals, they're looking like a good team because they went up against the Miami Dolphins and beat them at home. But the Dolphins are not that good as people assume they are. So this could be a trick game for people who are picking the Cardinals, for the Bears to show up and pop out because the Bears, in my honest opinion, they have more weapons on their team than the Cardinals. More weapons. They have Roma Dunze. They have Keenan Allen. They got who else they got? They got DJ Moore, Cole Kmet, DeAndre Swift. They got boys, but the Cardinals, they have weapons too. They got James Conner, Marvin Harrison Jr. They got Michael Wilson. They got Trey McBride. They got Trey Benson from FSU. So they got weapons over there as well. But I think the Chicago Bears will be able to overpower the Arizona Cardinals. But I do think the Arizona Cardinals going to score points because the Chicago Bears are missing two of their best safeties on defense. So Arizona Cardinals should be able to score points with Marvin Harrison Jr. or Michael Wilson or Trey McBride. They should be able to get close to the end zone or in the end zone. But I do like the Bears in this one. I think they're just going to score more points on their defense as to what Arizona's going to score on their defense. Um, Next game, who else we got? We got Jacksonville Jaguars versus Eagles. What you thinking? You like Eagles? Why you like Eagles?
I mean, shoot. Wait, is what's the name? Healthy, the quarterback?
Who, Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's healthy.
Yeah. Think he's going for sure. I think
Mhm.
because Jacksonville is they're not doing good. They never really be doing good. They got the better team. Always got a better team. Right now, still got a better team right now.
Yeah.
Easy.
Fun fact. Fun fact is the former head coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He used to be the head coach for the Eagles. So this is like a payback game for him. Payback game, but I don't think he has enough talent on his current team to beat the Eagles. Eagles have way more talent. Yeah.
He knows the players. He knows the personnel.
Yeah, the personnel is not up to par in regards to what them boys got over there with Philly. Like Philly, they have, huh?
How long ago was it? How long ago was he the head coach for Philadelphia?
He was the head coach for like 4 or 5 years. After they won the Super Bowl, they lost like 2 seasons in a row, and then just gave up on them after 2 seasons.
So he knows the personnel a little bit.
Hmm.
He's the quarterback.
A little bit. When he was over there with the Eagles, he had the same coach. So he,
Same coach staff's over there.
yeah, the same coach is over there.
So he knows the coaching staff.
Yeah, he know the coaching staff, but I don't.
That means something.
But the Jaguars got injuries. Jaguars got injuries. They don't have Christian Kirk. Brian Thomas Jr. He might not play. There's a chance that could happen. So if you're dealing with those two things right there, then I don't think you got enough on your offense to beat the Eagles. The Eagles, they don't have Darius Slay playing, but the Eagles defense, they solid. The front four they solid. You can't run on them boys. You're gonna have to pass. But they're gonna probably be calling up blitzes and all that, to make Trevor Lawrence worried, scare him or something like that. So we're gonna see, but I do like the Eagles in this one. The Eagles fly, Eagles fly. All right, Lions versus the Green Bay Packers. What are you talking about? What you think? Hello, hello, hello.
You hear me?
Yeah, not hear you.
Yeah, I understand. The Lions.
Okay, you said the Lions.
Yeah,
The game is in Green Bay. The Lions got the Green Bay Packers beat in a lot of categories. Points scored. Detroit they third. Green Bay Packers they seventh. Passing yards. Detroit is third. Green Bay Packers is 10th. So the Green Bay Packers they're lower on everything than the Lions, but at the same time I do think their talent is like right next to each other. So I don't know if they're gonna let Josh Jacobs play for the Packers just yet. Um, I am seeing here Detroit gives up a lot of passing yards. So Romeo Dobbs, he been on a little tear. I would take Romeo Dobbs with this one. Romeo Dobbs run defense. It seems like the Green Bay Packers they're number 5 in running. So Detroit they should be able to stop the run, but the passing game, I feel like Jordan Love he gonna rely on that. So Jordan Love he should be able to go up on the passing yards. Definitely over 200. Definitely over 200. All right. Next game we got Rams versus Seahawks. What you thinking?
I like Seahawks. Yeah,
Like
Geno.
you like
I like
Seahawks?
Geno.
Why?
Yeah, Geno. Because I like Geno. So, top 4 players.
You could be from South Florida. You could still be trash.
But nah, he doing good. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Against who again?
Like,
Rams? LA Rams?
yeah.
Yeah. Where's it at? It's in LA?
Let me see. It's in Green Bay.
Green Bay.
No. Yeah, it's not changing. Hold on. It's like it's lagging.
I was like, ain't no way a Seattle Seahawks and LA Rams and Green Bay. Other than Green Bay. Ain't nobody trying to play in the Green Bay. Other than
Nobody trying to play in the snow.
right.
All right. My computer just loading up, bruh. I gotta wait to see. I don't know what's going on. Okay. All right. You say you choose the Rams,
No, Seattle.
Seattle, and I choose the Rams. Okay. So we're gonna see what we gonna do in regards to this game. Seattle they won't have DK. The Rams they will have Puka and Cooper Cup. So I feel like those two they're unstoppable together. Unstoppable. You could try to double one or the other. One of them gonna snap. One of them will take off. Uh, last 10 games record 7-3. Seahawks 3-7. 3-7. So these boys could be had right here. These boys could be had based off the matchup against the opponent. I do like this matchup. This is one of my favorite matchups. Rams versus Seahawks. One of my faves right here. One of my faves. Let me see right here. Next game I got is what's the next game I got tomorrow? Hold on, I'm looking for something real quick. All right, next game, Buccaneers versus Chiefs. What you thinking?
But the Chiefs, oh, the Chiefs, for sure.
Chiefs.
Man,
Yeah, Baker Mayfield, he don't got his weapons no more. Jalen McMillan, he look okay out there in replacement for Mike Evans, but I don't think he's gonna be good enough. Cade Otton, KC has the best defense in the whole league. No matter what the rankings say, let me see what they say. Rankings, it seems like KC they number 5 in the league. Number 5. Compared to this offense that the Buccaneers have, they rank 4 in regards to points scored, but they're doing this with Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, so this should be a lower number. And I do think that KC defense will be able to get an interception um, Baker Mayfield. The passing yards, I think, is going to be up there. They allowed they're 20th in regards to passing yards allowed, 20th. Rushing yards, I think they're going to allow that. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're 8 in rushing yards, but KC, they 4. And they're doing this without Isaiah Pacheco, and all they have is Kareem Hunt. But Kareem Hunt, he been coming in, scoring a lot of touchdowns, so that's where the productiveness is coming from for him. That's where it's coming from. So in regards to this game, man, I do like the Chiefs, man. I do want to take the Buccaneers, but I gotta take the Chiefs. Gotta take the Chiefs. All right. Next game, Rams. We did the Rams versus Seahawks, right?
yeah, that's the Seahawks.
Yeah, we did. We did. All right. Next game, we got Indianapolis versus Minnesota. How you feel about this game?
I'm going Minnesota.
You going Minnesota? Why you going Minnesota?
I vote with the receiver. LSU receiver.
Justin Jefferson?
Yeah, Justin Jefferson. Yeah. I feel like
Okay.
the Colts. What's their record? What's Colts record this year?
4-5-4, 4-4.
Yeah, they did. They had beat the. I seen that game.
Yeah, you had to bring that up, huh?
I was like, oh, that's the only time I've seen them this year, for real, for real.
Mm.
I was like, they could probably still beat them. Bruh, they were beating them the whole. They still, yeah. Bruh, I stayed watched how that game ended for real, for real.
Mm.
Because last time when I was watching it, they were beating them. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, but then I turned the TV on. Like, no, I went outside and I came back. Like, I went outside for like an hour or two. I came back and freaking they said they're like they're on the post game interview and stuff talking about how the heck the Dolphins let this game go, like how they lost. I'm like, what? They lost? So
Yeah. The Dolphins be giving up, man, mid game. Everybody be giving up, thinking about booby trap mid game, thinking about the office mid game, all that, man.
so I mean, what you call it? I mean,
Hmm.
I want to say it's the Colts and the who?
Vikings.
Vikings. That might be a good game right there. I don't know. But it would be favored for the Vikings.
Mm.
It's a better team.
Yeah, to be honest, I do like the Vikings as well, but I think the Colts have a chance to win this.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Colts do have a chance.
They're a team that lets you know at a Dolphin game that lets you know they're a team that don't they played all 4 quarters. Okay.
Yeah, they do. And on top of that, they benching ATR, Anthony Richardson, the most athletic quarterback of all time. They benching him to put in Mason Rudolph.
Mm.
Not Mason Rudolph. What you call it? Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco, like 40 something, 44, I think.
Yeah, he old.
He old. They bench his ass for a elder. So With Joe Flacco starting, there's a chance that the Vikings could win this game. There's a good chance that they could win this game, but I don't know if they could pull it off against the Vikings. They got Justin Jefferson, Aaron Jones, Jordan Addison, Jalen Naylor, T.J. Hawkinson came back this game, so I do like the Vikings in this game. Indianapolis, they have a chance with Jonathan Taylor. They have that weapon. They got Michael Pittman. They got Alec Pierce. But I think the weapons with the Vikings will be a better asset in regards to them winning. And on top of that, Brian Flores, he's one of the best defensive coordinators in the whole NFL. So that leads me to think that the Minnesota Vikings will be able to win this. Joe Flacco, he's an old head. He can't move around in the pocket. He's going to be easily sacked at least 5 times, in my opinion. But we're gonna have to wait to see if that actually happens or not. But yeah, my pick is the Vikings. You picked the Vikings too, right?
Yeah.
Another reason why I'm picking the Vikings is because Indianapolis record against the Vikings is 6-2. So the Colts be beating the Vikings most of the time based off history. But this seems like the right time for the Vikings to beat the Colts because they 2-6 and they could like sneak out a win at this moment with the talent that they got with Sam Darnold, with Justin Jefferson, Aaron Jones, all that. This just seems like a good game for the Vikings to win. A good game, and it's at their house as well, so that's a perfect lineup right there. That's a lock for me. Falcons and Vikings, those are locks right there.
Yep. Yep. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Last game I got for you. Tampa Bay versus the Chiefs. What you thinking?
No, you already said that. I said Chiefs.
Oh, Chiefs. Yeah, we already went to that one. Okay, you're right. You're right.
That's another lot, too.
hmm I mean, so we gonna see how this game goes. I remember all the picks that we picked. I picked 8 Falcons, Ravens, Browns, Bengals, Buffalo, Patriots, Saints, Commanders, um, let me see, Bears, Eagles, Lions. Nah, I picked Packers in that one, I think. Packers, Rams versus Seahawks. I picked the Rams for that one because of Cooper Cup and Puka Nakua. I picked Vikings for the Colts, and I picked KC for the Tampa Bay. What you think about that lineup?
You went through all. That's correct. I mean, I think we disagreed only on one. I forgot what it was, though.
Two of them.
Two of them, okay. I know the Bills. I like the Bills gonna win, of course. That was Chiefs gonna win, Lions gonna win, Vikings gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, for the most part. What are two? Yeah, well, other than them two, I don't know. You know what them two were?
I think one of them is the. I think you said I think you said Cardinals gonna win. I chose Chicago.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
Cardinals. I just won Cardinals. I knew Cardinals.
I just like that. I just like the quarterback for the Bears a little better than Kyler Murray. Even though Kyler Murray been in the league for a long ass time, I just got my favoritism. So that's it with me. But yeah, man, that's it for our picks. I gave y'all little plays as well along the way in regards to each game. I'm glad I could chop it up with y'all. Let me see real quick. Hold on.
Shoot, I'ma go and do what I had to do.
Okay.
Finish your picks.
Yeah, we gonna see if they hit tomorrow, man.
All right, man. We gonna see it.
All right, bet. See you later.
All right.
All right, y'all. That's it for the picks. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the picks. Y'all think we gonna hit? Let me know in the comments, man. We got this Georgia versus Florida game. It looked like it's getting intense. I'm gonna go watch that. And that's it. I might post some videos so y'all be on the lookout. Probably gonna record after this, and that's it, man. But I appreciate y'all, love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Also, y'all go check out the merch, DG merchandise. Got the jacket on right now. Y'all go support the channel, man. Go support the channel. We got this in black as well. We got this in black. Do I got another package? I got them on deck, man. Got them on deck, man. So you make your orders today, 20% off. Holidays coming around, so we're gonna have more discounts for the holidays. Maybe buy one get one free. Buy one get one free. Come on, man. You can't make this up. You can't. But appreciate y'all, love y'all, and I'm gone.
Choking, always smoking dope. Fucking if they getting over, got a month of coke because the kid the coldest. Ain't changed, I stay the same and maintain it. Safe to say the kid get older. Forever gang, I'm never switching over. Made a lane and niggas can't get over. I can't mess with rappers, they be bogus. Rather get the pack and keep it over. Big dripper, stand up in the ocean. Everybody trapping, we get lost. He ain't focused yet, but he ain't got motion. Made a half a ticket out promotion. Shout out Sushi Sweet and keep me rolling. But if we get the op, we gotta smoke. Ryan around with Drake, like we OVO. I got some gas and I want some. Still got them pass in the hood, call it give and go. Keep a nigga, man, bitch in a figure four. Let me fuck when I want, I just come and go. Man, these rapping too deep for these skinny clothes. I might put me in some picture boat. They look bright, this nigga start getting low. I spent 500 racks on the Lambo and didn't even know how to meet them motherfuckers go. On my birthday, I just wanna look at those. 30 people don't play